YouTube. Welcome back to another video, man. And as you guys can see by the title and the thumbnail, today I'm gonna be talking about why there's sometimes that I regret buying this. Let me just start off with, first off, love this car like no other. The amount of memories and everything that I've made in this car, like, I'm attached to this car, man. But I'm gonna be honest, this car has not treated me the best since I've got it. Yeah, this one that you guys all love, yeah, man, this car has not been the best to me. So first, let me just start off with this. The reason I even bought a Camaro in the first place is because, one, it's been my dream car since I was like 4 years old. Like, yeah, pretty much like every other boy that got it. Transformers. Nah, but I've always loved cars, especially the movie cars. So once I found out about Camaros, I just knew that I had to get a Z01. And that's why I ended up buying this. Now, don't get me wrong. Yes, it's only a 3.6. Yes, it's a V6, whatever. But wait until I tell you guys the story of how I ended up with this car and the reason that I don't have something else. I've been through a lot, especially with this car. And you guys are about to see my whole story and everything about it. But honestly, I just love the way Camaros look, especially the 6th gen. Just wait until I get into all the details about why I feel like sometimes I shouldn't have bought this car. So, first things first, let me start off with maintenance. Don't even get me started on the maintenance of this car. Guys, I've only had this car since September 17th or 18th. I have to look again. Bro, I've only had this car since September 2023. Guys, August of 2024. Hadn't even had it for a year yet. And I had to get a whole engine swap. A whole new engine. What is that? Like, bro, forget that. But anyways, maintenance. Guys, I'm gonna be honest. Even though it's only a V6, it's still a Camaro. So it still has like the Chevy, you know, pricing. Tires, for 4 tires, all 4 tires, sport tires, I think I paid, for 2 tires, I know for sure, I paid about $550. So that means for 4 tires, it's about $1,100 after tax. Brakes. I got an estimate the other day for my back brakes. About $480, I think. That's just the back. So that means that you're paying almost $1,000 for brakes. Don't get me wrong, it's a sports car, which I already knew what came with it, which is why I'm not complaining. But I just want you guys to know that if you're getting a Camaro, whether it's a 4-cylinder, 6-cylinder, or the big baby V8, you're gonna be paying money. Okay? Oil changes. For me, our car, I believe, usually the average is between 90 to 120, just depending on where you go. Sometimes I do it myself, which is only like $70, $80. Sometimes I go get it done, you know? So there's that. Honestly, the car, it's, I'm not even gonna lie, the car is not that reliable. Between me, between my best friend, between a bunch of other people I know with Camaros are not the most reliable car. Like, yeah, the LS engine is very reliable, don't get me wrong, but even then it still has its cons. This car has really taken me through a lot, y'all. Like, this car has really put an emotional toll on me, and you guys don't even know. let me explain to you guys the current situation that I am in with this car and how I ended up in this situation. So it all started in July of 2023. Before I had this car, I had a Nissan Maxima 2012. It had 200,000 miles on it. When I say that car was reliable, 200,000 miles, and then the engine finally blew. I had a blown head gasket. Like I said, 200,000 miles. The transmission was going out. The car it died. It was smoking. Alternator blew. The car was cooked. So, mind you, I have work. I have a job. So, my job was like 30 minutes away from where I lived. And so, think about it. No car, getting paid every 2 weeks, Ubering to work. My Uber was between $30 to $40 one way. $30 to $40 one way. Mind you, I had to come back. So that's $60 to $80 just to get to work and come back home. Put that in perspective. I'm a manager. 5 days out the week. $60 to $80. I was spending about $300 a week just Ubering just to get to work. Mind you, we only got paid every 2 weeks, and then we finally started getting paid, every week. That's not even the thing. From June, July, August, September, I was Ubering to work every single day. So if you think about it, I'm only making but so much. I was only making but so much money. So it was like every time I got paid, it was going right back to Uber. That's why I'm in the situation I'm in now. So put it like this. Every time I got paid, I had to plan it perfectly how I was going to get a car, when I was going to get a car. The thing is, I couldn't get a car off Facebook Marketplace because every time I got paid, it was going right into Uber. And every time they put a car on Facebook Marketplace, it's $20,000 because they know their worth, whatever. And then getting a car at a dealership, it's not like I could go through the bank because, bro, I was only 20? I'm still building credit. I had some things going with my credit, and it wasn't the best. Especially because I was still young. I'm still young, and still learning about credit. Now, my credit is going up. At the time, my credit was not the best, and honestly, it was hard. It was hard. And so, literally, every chance I got, I was just online looking for cars. I knew what I wanted, and I knew what I could afford. The thing is, the V8 SS, way out of the picture. Like I said, I'm only a 20-year-old kid, getting paid hourly, Ubering every day, $80 a day, getting paid every 2 weeks. I can only get a car, but so quick. Not even that. Insurance. My insurance was expensive as hell. Because I'm not gonna lie, when I was in South Carolina in 2022, I had 3 speeding tickets, 12 points in 12 months. Apparently I had 12 points 12 months because my first ticket, 10 over, 6 points. Second ticket, 10, I think it was 10, 3 points. Then the third ticket, 3 points. Then I go to get a car one day, find out my license is suspended. Find out that my license is suspended. That means that whole time when I moved back to Florida from South Carolina, my license was suspended. Bro, if I would have got pulled over, they could have took me to jail. Just like that. Wouldn't even have known. So I went to the dealership to get a new car. It was a G37. And everything was going good until it came for them to scan my license. And then they told me that it was suspended. So I had to go through a whole thing, have to pay the whole SR22. It's about $70 a month for 3 years. So I believe next year will be my last year, or this year. I don't remember, I have to check again. So mind you, 20 years old, Ubering every day. So now that means I gotta save money not only for the car, but to also like start an insurance, you know? So it was hard. And trying to get insurance on my own with that driver history and only being 20, even if I didn't have the tickets, just starting insurance on my own would have still been crazy expensive. Bro, there were places quoting me like $1,000 a month for insurance. Who's doing that? Cause not me. And so let's just go skip forward to when it's finally time to get a car. So there's one night I'm sitting on the phone with my girlfriend now and one of our close friends, and I'm just scrolling, and then that's when I found Royal. And as soon as I saw the picture, I clicked it right away. First thing I did was click the picture, and I was scrolling through, and in my head I just knew that this was the car that I wanted, and it was a good deal. It was priced very well for what it was. So when I got Royal only had about 65,000 miles, and it was only priced at I think 20K. No accidents, but it did have I think 3 or 4 owners, which is where I messed up, because there's a reason that any car has that many owners. So come to find out, whoever had the car before me, the transmission fluid was overfilled by like 3/4. That's ridiculous, bro. But that's in the future. So mind you, I go to the dealership, I got pre-approved online. Not only was I a first-time buyer, I was a first-time buyer, my credit wasn't the best, and I only had $1,500 down, because like I said, it had to be planned perfectly. I literally got the car the day after I got paid on Friday. On a Friday, I got the car Saturday, because it had to be like that. Otherwise, my money was right back to Uber. That's why I said it was hard. And then on top of that, I also had to pay to start the insurance. Luckily, my aunt, we found out, was still in Jacksonville, which is where I was. My aunt was still in Jacksonville, so I was able to start insurance through her. Bro, my insurance was like $500. My car note is $499.57. Because, like I said, first time buyer, and I put $1,500 down. But boy, did they get me with the interest. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say what it is. It's not like the worst, but it's pretty high. It sucks, but I'll definitely be out of it soon. Cause like I said, ever since then I've been grinding. Obviously, like, life's been up and down and everything like that, but we're getting there. So honestly, yeah. When I got this car, I kid you not, like a month later, or less than a month later, I kept getting a whole bunch of problems going on where I would turn my car on, and as soon as I like press the gas, I'm getting my check engine lights flashing, and then it goes away really quick. And it's like sometimes when I press the gas, the car is like hesitating and things like that. My transmission, don't even get me started on the trans. The transmissions in these cars are terrible. They're terrible. There was a class action lawsuit against the transmission. That should tell you enough. So the fact that I just got the car, the transmission is slipping, the engine's messed up, I'm getting a misfire after misfire after misfire. Like, bro, what else could have went wrong? Okay. Take it to the dealership. And trust me, I'm gonna show you guys everything. Everything. I take it to the dealership, right? The dealership gets it. They tell me it's my crankshafts, solenoid. My pinion seals were both leaking, had oil leaking into them. Obviously the misfire. They said my spark plugs were messed up, and they did a transmission flush. Okay. $2,000 down the drain. Get the car back. Same exact thing happened the next day. Misfire. And I'm gonna show you guys the video. misfire. Okay. So the dealership was supposed to fix that. Okay. Get the car back, same thing's going on. Take it back to them. Mind you, they had my car for like a month and a half. Had no car. Didn't have what do they call it? A loaner vehicle. Had to get a rental and pay for it. You know, luckily I had warranty, so they did give me a rental. But it's not fun, man. So then, took the car to the dealership again for the second time. This time, my car was sitting there for like 2 months before anything even happened. I had to get in touch with corporate for Chevy just for my car to get worked out. Not only with Chevy, but Car Shield also, which is the warranty I had. Just for them to tell me, mind you, when I got the car back, the same problem happened, but this time it was worse. How did they fix the car, but it came back worse? So when I got the car back, not only was I still having a misfire, I was having a misfire. My temp gauge stopped working. Not only that, as I was driving, it was even more of a hesitation. It was even worse. And as I was driving, it was literally like the car was in limp mode. It got to the point that my car literally just stopped working. My car stopped working. It didn't even turn on. I was literally in the middle of the road. My car had smoke coming out of the hood, and it just stopped working. Mind you, they said they fixed the car. Crazy, right? How do I take it to the dealership, get it back, and it's worse than what it was? Crazy. So, you know, went through the warranty again, took it to the dealership again. This time they tell me my engine froze up. Nothing they can do except replace the engine. Cool. Why did it take 2 months for them to even get anything figured out? It took 2 months for them to even get anything figured out. Bro, just to tell me that I had to pay $6,000 for $12,000 for the engine. And then with my warranty, they wouldn't accept the engine from my warranty because they wanted to put their own engine in it, which means that I would have paid $6,000 and my warranty would have paid $6,000. Oh, we fought that. Because what's the point of having a warranty if we can't even use it? So what ended up happening is we finally fought it, and after 2 months, they finally said that they'd accept the engine from my warranty. So I ended up paying $1,400 again to get a new engine. I will be honest, ever since then, the car's been good. The only thing I had was, how is it that I have a new engine, but literally like a month or two after I get the car back, my starter goes out. But mind you, when I got the car kept starting slower and slower and slower since I got it back with the new engine. Like, if I have a new engine, I'm pretty sure everything should have been like replaced, but apparently not the starter. So another $200 or $300 down the drain for something that should have been fixed. When I tell you that I've only had this car at the time, I only had the car less than a year, and I already had to get a whole new engine. My transmission is freaking not the best. And then on top of that, it's just problem after problem. I don't know, man. Like, going through everything, this car put me in such a bad place mentally. Like, this car really put me through it mentally. And it got worse and worse as time went on. And now I'm at the point where I'm just glad that I have my head exactly where I want to go, and that I'm going in the right direction. Because obviously I want to be a content creator, and obviously my end goal is a Z01. Of course, that's dream car. But my next plan is to get an SS by the end of this year, and I just can't wait, because as much as I love this car, it just mentally, physically, and emotionally put me through a lot more than what I should have. So if I'm gonna be honest with you, if you're thinking about buying a Camaro, whether it's the turbo, the V6, the V8, the Z01, just know that no matter how much care you take of it, how much you take care of it, there's always gonna have it's gonna have a problem. The starters are terrible in every single one of them. Every Camaro friend I have complains about the starters, the transmissions, everything. Like, yeah, the A10 transmission is better, but that's about it. Everything else is, it's American, man. I'll be honest, American cars don't hold value, but it's just the way they look. They're fun to drive. People love them, I love them, you know? So, honestly, just know if you get a Camaro, it's not gonna be the easiest time. And that's just me being honest. My best friend, he had his car also, he got his car 11 days before me. His car was in the shop more than mine. A bunch of wiring problems, and even after they fixed it, they were still having ongoing problems. That he just got a 1LE, which, it's like, that's crazy. Like, how is it that the car went to the shop so many times? They supposedly fixed it. How many times? It was just problem after problem after problem. So yeah, my thing is, the main reason sometimes I do regret buying it is because how much it affected me mentally. And it was really bad. Like, bro, I got very emotional about this car. And I don't know if you guys are the same way when it comes to your car, but that's just how I am with mine. But as far as that, honestly, that's really about it, man. Like, I've only had this car for a year and some months, and I have a whole story to tell. It's crazy. With all that being said, though, I will end on a positive note and say, at the end of the day, behind all of that, this car still makes me one of the happiest people alive. Because not only is it my first car, it's my own car that I worked for, and it's something that I get to drive every day and put smiles on, put smiles on other people's faces. You don't know how many times I just drive down the street, or I pass like a school bus and I see like kids smiling and people just smiling. Stop at the gas station, people tell me all the time how nice of a car I have. It's things like that. There's people that text me on Instagram and tell me like how much I'm inspiring them, how they love watching my videos and following me. Things like that is what keeps me going, because at the end of the day, no matter what hate I get because it's a V6, or what hate I get because it's a Camaro, there's still people out there that are getting inspired by what I'm doing. There's still people out there that love to tap into what I'm doing every day. And that's why no matter what it is, even with my brand, I try to spread like a positive message that no matter what, bro, don't give up. Just like social media, don't give up. Like, yeah, I don't have the most followers. Yeah, my car isn't the fastest. But at the end of the day, I'm always positive. Because not only is my car not the fastest, so what? It still looks good. Not only am I the biggest on social media, so what? There's still people out there that watch me. There's still people out there that support me. Who knows? There's somebody out there that might be, not even to say it like that, but you never know. There could be somebody out there going through it in life that's sad, go to school, get bullied, maybe suicidal, and come home and watch my videos and makes them smile, You never know who's actually watching you. And that's one thing I will always say is like, no matter what, there's always somebody watching. So with that, I'm gonna be honest. If you wanna get that Camaro, man, go get that Camaro. If you wanna go get your dream car, bro, go get it. Because no matter what, you only have one life to live. And if that's what you wanna do, that's what you wanna do. Because at the end of the day, when you die, none of this stuff is going with you. So yes, I am glad that I did buy the car that I bought. Because at the end of the day, it's what I like, it's what I love, and it makes me happy. So with that, y'all, that's gonna be it. If you guys have any questions, if you guys want to talk or anything like that, feel free to shoot me a DM on Instagram, or just comment down below. And if for everybody that's a small content creator or anything, bro, just support each other. Leave in a comment, let me know. Because at the end of the day, I love watching smaller content creators. I don't know what it is, but I tend to enjoy their content more because I feel like it's more genuine. But yeah, if you liked the video, if you enjoyed it, if you feel like I taught you something that you didn't know, or if you feel like this helped you decide whether you should go get your dream car, whether you should go get the Camaro, just let me know down below. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.